What is up, Sooner Nation? Welcome to the Sooner Surge for the instant reaction post-game after the Sooners defeat Missouri 17-6 at the Palace on the Prairie. There is so much good to talk about, and there's so much bad to talk about. But before we get into the good, the bad, and the ugly, because there was a lot of that too, Oklahoma improves to 9-2. Okay? The defense, after allowing a field goal early on, allows one more field goal the rest of the day. This defense, we can talk about it a lot. We can talk about how bad the offense was today. That as bad as the offense was, the defense was that good, fortunately, or this game, OU's not going to win. And, Jay, I'll let you give your opening thoughts. I know you're kind of out and about, and you watched the game, but give me your opening thoughts.
Jerem, this is a game honestly went the way I thought it would for Oklahoma. I didn't think they'd do much offensively. If you remember, they're not very good offensively right now, Jerem. I mean, there's nothing you can hide from. Missouri has a really good defense, as Jay Blaze says, and that's why I thought OU would struggle. Now, it was interesting to hear the announcers talking about BV basically this last week, giving Arbuckle say, "Don't hold back, like go for it, let's open it up a little bit." And
he took more shots, but it doesn't matter, Jason.
You can take shots all you want. If your quarterback doesn't give a guy if you overthrow him by you got to give him a chance to catch the ball when they're coming.
And maybe the best throw he threw, Satania can't catch it.
No, listen. If you take away the 80,
that was a good throw on that one, Jay. The other ones he had no air under it.
Okay, but you take away the 87-yard pass to Satania. I mean, they punted 9 times today. Oklahoma.
Jay was terrible.
They got to figure something out. I don't know what it is, Jerem, but let's talk about the bright spots. Ahmad Hardy, 56 yards. They were great. Defense was great again, constantly being put out there to get another stop. I mean, as the second half was rolling along, Jerem, OU scores to open up the half, go up 17-6. And I thought, you know what? This game, they get another stop and get the ball. Hey, I kept thinking, they get a stop and get the ball back. And then I kept saying that like a broken record. If they can get a stop and get the ball back, if they can get a stop and get the ball back, if they can get a stop and get the ball back, that's what they did the whole half. They couldn't get anything offensively. I mean, I looked up at one time, fourth quarter, Missouri had 8 yards in the half. They were still in the game.
Yeah, and Ahmad Hardy had 42 carries on his first 7 carries, 42 rushing yards on his first 7 carries. And then they hold him to like 10 yards on like 9 carries. The defense, I agree, Jen. The defense was unbelievable, man. It was just phenomenal, Jay. Eli Bowen gets a pick late. You had the pick by Jacoby Johnson. You had pressure on Prabula. They didn't miss a lot of tackles. I thought Kendall Daniels was good. My biggest issue, Jay, on the offense, I've got more of an issue with Ben Arbuckle than I do Mateer. And Mateer wasn't good, especially at times. I saw someone say the sidearm throws are terrible. Yeah. And then one sidearm throw went for 87. Even Sean McDonough, he's not my favorite. Sean McDonough, Jay, I don't know if you heard it on the broadcast, said it's not like, I mean, we've done a lot of OU games. They don't have receivers doing much. The scheme is terrible.
Hey, Jerm, I understand it to an extent, but also if you
run the power quarterback run game.
If you go back and watch, though, Mateer does not see, like there's sometimes he could take off running, he doesn't see it.
I agree, he could take off running something. They need to just let him run the ball. Well, I would be happy if they ran the ball and ran the clock, Jay. They were losing the time of possession battle. Can we talk about maybe what Oklahoma did on defensively tonight? They were getting owned on time of possession, Jay, and they never broke. It was unbelievable. And Jason, anyone who's watching this game, and by the way, this team was ranked 22nd. Their defense was really good, but that's not what stopped OU, in my opinion. The wide receivers, there's no size. They don't take any shots to Gibson down the field. They did one. He almost one-handed caught it, but Jay, they've got to get to a more power attack. I think that's what they need to do. At least you're going to run the clock. Now, no turnovers. That was big again.
Hey, obviously they're banged up running back. They don't look. I mean, X-Rob doesn't look. I mean, he made some huge plays. Up,
why does Blaylock get no carries? None.
Hey, X-Rob made a few pretty good runs. It broke some tackles, but the play of the game was Bowen's field goal block. Play of the game, dude.
Oh, it turned the tide. He should have
Turn the
blocked the
tide.
first one.
From there on, they scored 14 to end the second quarter. They had at that point, I think they had like maybe 7 yards total offense or something bad like that. And then they end the half strong, finished the half with the 14, scoring 14 points. But you know what? Next week it's going to be the same. LSU's a really good defense coming in there, Norman.
They're nothing like Missouri.
Their back end's better.
Well, their line is great. Jay, Missouri was second in the SEC, dude.
Correct. Their front seven's better, but LSU's got some pretty good dogs at defensive back.
Guys, and I get the Mateer stuff. I didn't think Mateer was good. All you can say about Mateer is he's a bit of a gamer. That's all you can say. Like, he made some big plays in the running game. He made a couple of big third down pickups. That was the difference for the offense, but it doesn't matter. I see what Court said, and he's right. If no matter how bad the offense was, if you don't turn the ball over, you're going to have a chance to win every single game the rest of the way out. And I'm talking playoffs too. You will.
Hey, here's the thing, and I can't see comments, Jerm, so you're going to have to put them up there. I can't see them.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, I think there'd be a lot of fans be different after this win of Smash Mouth, the way they won it. Like, it was just a physical game, didn't score many points. But it's the same story every week on the offensive side of the ball. They got it. I understand, Jerm. Yeah, they can maybe beat LSU next week playing like that. But they got to figure some things out. This defense is so good. If you can get if you can get what you did in the second quarter going, a little bit of momentum, a big play. And I will say the third down escape by Mateer on that second drive to score to go up 14-3
was
huge.
big.
And then that play call to Giovanni Gibson at the goal line, that was probably his best play call of the day, Arbuckle. But overall, just not a very good, just not very good at all offense. I mean,
Missouri was top 10 total defense, but I don't want to sit here and dwell on negatives because OU's 9-2 and their defense is Jay, we can say what we want. They're not going to play a better offense probably than Ole Miss, Bama, and Tennessee. They're probably not with those kinds of weapons outside of Ohio State on the receiving core. Outside of that, they're not going to play anyone better, Jay. This is without R. Mason Thomas, Jason.
Yeah, you know who was good today defensively? Man,
Boganowski was.
Kendall Daniels played really
well.
Kendall
Daniels was great.
And then the other one, I mean, the coverage by Jacoby, I thought was really good a lot of times today. I thought Jacoby had a good game, man.
And then there were a couple of really good defense, and they got some pass interference calls. And I thought, if you're going to call that both ways. I'm very disappointed in Burks, Jay. He runs backward when he catches it. I want to take a look at Elijah Thomas. I want Jermichael Carter out there more. Giovanni Gibson did score. I guess you would have to say he was the offensive standout. Who would it have been? I guess Mateer with the running.
It'd be Satania, 87-yard TD.
Yeah. Satania, yeah, he's got so good of speed. I tell you what, Jay, but the defense, 4 sacks on Prabula. Prabula tried to run the QB draw a couple times. OU sniffed it out.
Hey, what happened? What happened to Foj? Is he hurt?
That's what I didn't hear, Jay, in game. The television commentator said nothing. Derek Simmons came in. He was bad early. He was better late, but I don't know, Jay. But I tell you what, there's not a more physical team right now than Oklahoma defensively. What they do to you, even when you're on the ground, they're twisting legs. No one wants a piece of this defense, Jason. There's not an offense in the country that wants a piece of OU's defense right now. There's not.
Yeah, I would agree. Even the announcer said that, Jerm. Hey, what's the chances of that Powers targeting getting overturned on Tuesday?
It's going to hurt, Jay, though. Here's my only thing.
Let
me say this about it. It was unnecessary. Didn't need to happen unless he thought off the tip the guy had a chance on catching it. My biggest issue was even though he did leap with his head, it looked like his hands hit first.
It was a hands of the face penalty, 15 yards. It was not a targeting.
I could say hands of the face. I don't think it was targeting.
Yeah, I just wonder. You never see those overturned later in the week when they do that review, but that one with his hands going first, I wouldn't consider it targeting as much as I would have considered it illegal hands of the face, because that's what it was. He hit him in the face.
Yeah, and hey, there was one on Mateer that I thought was helmet to helmet, but Benjamin, please. No one is scared of this.
He's right. He's right.
Who said they were?
Nobody, but he's dead right.
Hey, Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I don't care. Why are we talking about Brad? Why are we talking about Brad? Why are we talking about Brad Johnson?
Trent Dilfer with the Ravens. My point is, if you don't turn the ball over, and you can at least, Arbuckle needs to go talk to Kevin Wilson and say, let's just try to run the ball a little more. Why are we talking
about Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer on an OU podcast?
Because I'm responding to a comment that was in there earlier, Jay.
Hey,
Steeler man. If football is different, and I agree with you, it is different. It is different. If it's so different, how's OU shutting everyone down? Playing smash mouth football, winning games.
Hey, OU can continue to win games. I'm not saying they can't. My thing is this. At some point, you're going to get bit in the butt with this offense if they don't start playing better. It's going to happen. That's all I'm saying. You can't, you can win games, but you can't consistently
it's gonna
do what they're doing.
Jay, today's game, OU loses if one thing happens. OU would have lost if one thing would have happened. If they would have turned the ball over, I think they would have lost.
I agree.
You said it last night, Jay. The margin for error is so minute, so they can't make errors. But what you said, Jay, about the Philadelphia Eagles, I mean, it's very similar to what they're doing right now. But one
offense is going.
They had a bust play late. Sammy Oshimigo got beat, and they dropped the ball, fortunately.
Hey, offense is going backwards. They were better earlier in the year.
Competition's going way better, Jay. You can't say
correct. But I'm just saying,
Missouri's a top 10 total defense, so.
I'm just saying, Jerm, and I think there is something, I don't understand it, but Mateer's played in this offense before. That's the confusing thing. He does not see the field very well.
Not against these defenses.
And that's it. Maybe he thinks the window's too tight, but he throws in a tight window still. But let me say something. I some positive about Arbuckle, okay? Because I know jumping on him. I did think they tried to go down the field more today, but you cannot overthrow a Burks by 7 yards. You got to give him a chance to catch it.
They took more shots today. He's got to put more air under it.
Yes.
Now, Bart thinks it's the running back situation. We're going to open the phone lines in a second because we're going to go for about 30 minutes. At the 15-minute mark, I'll open the phone lines. Check out the FanStop at thefanstop.com. The running back situation, Kevin Wilson, in my opinion, needs to go to Arbuckle and say, let's try a 2 running back set. Let's just try it. Also, I'm for rotating Burks out of there some and giving a different look. We can question all we want. And deservedly so we should be questioning this offense. But how bad the offense was cannot take away with how great this defense is. What Brent Venables has done, I'm going to give credit right now to Bo Prabula. I thought Bo Prabula, first game back after a horrific, ugly injury, was a tough dude. He got hit a couple times. He had a couple weird plays where the ball came out of his hands. He fought. I thought Eli Drinkwitz kind of waved the white flag. He didn't go for it. All week I said he's going to go for it. He put his 12 between his legs.
Yeah, you were wrong on that. Hey, Jeremy.
I was wrong. He put his tail between his legs.
Hey, say what we want. This game, it wasn't a pretty game. OU's defense is nasty. Period. It's a bunch of dogs. It's nasty. It's a nasty defense. And if this offense helps them out and you get a lead on people, it's even more nasty. The way to beat Oklahoma is what Missouri did the first drive. Kind of snail your way down the field with 20 plays and 80 yards, like getting 3 yards a pop. That's about the only shot you got. You getting third and long, ball game over. And they did it the first drive. They got down there and then OU bowed up and made him get a field goal. But this defense is nasty. Offense has to figure something out. I tell you, there was one time Mateer came over the sideline.
It's right here. T.D. Willis is commenting. He says, Venable was not happy with the offense coming off the field the series before their last one.
Correct.
You could see he was in Mateer's ear coming off the field. And once he was in Arbuckle's. He was in Arbuckle's too.
He's probably like, help us out, man. Let's go.
No, he was in Arbuckle's on the one where he said, where basically they went out there and threw the ball 3 times. With 8 minutes left on the clock, like, what are we doing?
We've got
several. Hey,
real quick. I don't know if I can add him. You might have to add him to the stage. So because of my end, do you?
I got him. I got him.
Okay. And then you have to remove him afterwards. But just so you know,
we got Coconut Greg. Let's keep him quick. We got 7 on the line. What's up, Coconut?
What's up, man? Okay, so we're 9-2. We have
right.
5 wins against ranked opponents.
Excellent.
We have 2 of those being on the road at Alabama and at Tennessee. An incredible season. We're very lucky to be where we at, considering where we've been the last few years. But with that said, with this offense being so bad, it distracts from all the success we're having.
I agree.
It's so frustrating. And like you've said, if we continue to play offense like this, our luck's going to run out. The offense gives you no margin for error. There is no breathing room. One mistake and you will lose an important football game with this offense. So we've got to do something different.
With that being said, Coconut, would you rather have an elite offense or elite defense?
Well, this elite defense has put us through in the win column this year, so I guess we'll have this. I'll take what we've got, I guess.
Yeah, I agree, Coconut. Hey, thanks for the call. He's right. They're 9-2.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. When the broadcaster said that Arbuckle admitted that he runs this offense to set up the field goal kicker, I could have pulled out all my hair, ripped off all my hair, and ran down the street naked. What? Good grief.
Your neighbors don't want to see that, but I agree with you.
Yeah. All right. See you, fellas.
Hey, and what it does, Jay, is it says he's a little bit timid. And if BV told him before the game, air it out, do what you need to do, then that tells you that behind the scenes, Arbuckle is worried about it. Like, he's in his head. The receivers' routes, the route trees are ridiculous. Let's get to Corks. I know he liked this win. Let me add Cork. Sorry, that's my bad. What's up?
Hello.
Gotcha. What's up, Cork?
That's how you play football, Jacob. Now that's football. I love it. Yeah, the offense is trash. They're all trash on the offensive side of the ball. But man, somebody give Bates and Chavis a raise. And them linebacker coaches they brought in, man, they've made it a lot better.
Cork,
hey, how about Valai?
Valai is the most improved coach on the staff.
Yeah.
He's been amazing this year.
Agreed.
And that's with young players out there.
Hey, Jaden
I gotta
Jackson,
go. My dog is yelling at me, but
right, we'll
Boomer damn Sooner.
There we go. Hey, Jay, Jaden Jackson, I didn't see him in the second half at all.
He got rolled up. He got rolled up on the one.
I don't think it was his ankle. Let's get to Bobby Redwine.
Hey, guys, listen, I think we need to look at this with the glass really half full. The talent that we got on offense is not good, and I think Arbuckle is doing great for what talent that he has to work with. Don't y'all agree that we're winning?
Well, here's my devil's advocate to that. Supposedly the most talented guy on offense, the guy Arbuckle brought in, Mateer, and he's not playing very well.
Yeah, but I think just the SEC talents is so much better than what he was used to playing. And I just think that they're adjusting good and they're playing not to lose because the defense is so good. I think that we're doing the best we can. And I mean, we're 9-2. And
I'm happy with,
man. Yeah, that's Bobby, a good thing.
Bobby, I'm happy with being 9-2. It's just Arbuckle, even in the offseason, going against OU's defense, he was cocky, arrogant, swag, all this. There's none of that. And it doesn't look like he knows what he wants to do. Do you want to be a power run team or do you just want to air it out? Today, he aired it out and he shouldn't have, in my opinion.
Yeah. This is hard. Yeah. But anyway, we're 9-2 and beat 5 ranked teams. And I don't think any of us thought we'd be in this position.
That's right. Win one more and you're in the playoffs, baby.
That's correct. It. Boomer, y'all.
Sooner.
Hey, thanks. Hey, and Jeremy, I have to give it up. to Daniel Brooks, by the way.
He's on here.
Oh, is he? Well, he's been talking for a while about how next year would be the one to see how if this offense improves just based off last year, whole new coordinator and everything. So we'll see.
We'll get to that. Let's get to Jim first, then we got Daniel. Hey, what's up, Jim?
Hey guys. The unsung hero of the season is special teams. We make no mistakes on special teams, even when we don't make great plays. There's just no mistakes, and then you block a field goal, score the touchdown immediately after. Defense gets all the praise, but the special teams on this team is elite. These are championship caliber defense and special teams. It's
Hey,
just too
Jim.
bad we have the offense we have. Yeah.
Hey, Jim, you're right. And Deacon, the coach, he obviously saw something because the first field goal they should have blocked. The second one they got, he
Yep.
saw something obviously on film. And the other thing is this Sandell, another one just drilled right through the middle. I keep thinking, when's the guy going to miss? He just doesn't.
Yeah,
It's been great.
Yeah, Miller had, it took him a few punts to find his range, but then he started putting it at the 10. He had a couple touchbacks there that weren't great, but he adjusted. I mean, it's just great knowing your special teams aren't going to give up the big play and make a play. So, Boomer Sooner, guys.
Boomer Sooner.
Thanks,
Hey,
Jim.
Sooner history's right. Or not. No, I did hear this. I did hear that they played.
They played it?
Yes, they played Mini-Men.
No, they did not.
Hunter said it was great. And hey, I saw someone said the offense just needs to get clicking. We've been saying it for weeks. Hey, let's get to Daniel.
They played that today?
Yes, let's get to Daniel.
That's good. They listened.
What's up? What's up, guys? Yeah.
Daniel?
First I add, so it seems like I've been MIA, but I'm a bit superstitious, so I've tried to steer away from watching a lot of the OU. I'll catch up on some of y'all's, but I only try to go to watch one a week and won't comment because we've been winning since I've been doing this. I'm like, let me keep doing it, but that's beside the point. The issue I have is whoever said that at the beginning is that the offense has been so anemic that it's taken away from what the success the team is having, how the defenses look. But the other issue I have is we're not putting as much tender loving care as I'm going to say on the offensive side as we are on the defense. BD talks about competitive depth, different things like that. Why is it that on defense we see 3 or 4 or 5 different elite players on defense?
Great point.
And supposedly we have that in the skill positions on the offense, but they're not being used. I don't care if Taylor Tatum fumbled the ball 3 times last year. The kid has ability. Get him in the game. You talk about Elijah Thomas, these different guys. Why are they not getting in the game? Why are they not getting burned? That's my issue.
Daniel, you know why? I would guess my opinion would be it's the same offensive staff, except for Arbuckle.
Exactly. And like I said, I understand we wanted the defense to be elevated from what it's been the last 10 or so years and bringing all these new stats. But why is the same effort not being done on the offense? That's my issue. And I've said it time and time again. Arbuckle, he tends to show his age. He tends to show his inexperience, his lack of creativity. I put 90% of the offense on him. Part of it I put on, Mateer with the overthrows and different things like that, and I won't try to ramble on with different things. But like I said, if we have the talent on offense, and it's nothing against them, a lot of the guys we are playing on offense right now are transfers most of the time in the skill position or Canic coming over. But where's all these freshmen that are so highly touted? Why are they not getting in and getting the experience of getting burned the same way as Samuel Masigo and Owen Heineke and Mike Boganowski and the corners? And why is the same attention to detail, the attention to effort not being done on the offensive side? Because if I was in the offensive meeting right now, I would flat out say, what in the hell are we doing out there? Because like I texted earlier, BV really needs to consider elevating Kevin to a co-OC or getting someone in and overhauling the offensive staff. Because it's just taken away from what the defense is. But that's my feel,
Daniel, you're 100% right because look, OU very well. They win next week. They're in the playoff, and they can still make changes because they need to be on the trajectory of getting even better, even if you lose the first round. And what you said is spot on about the playmakers. If you have playmakers sitting on the bench, we're talking about offense. These are guys that don't have the ball in their hand every play, so it's not like they're going to cost you by maybe not get a separation on a route. None of these guys are getting separation. And as far as Tatum out of the backfield on a screen, why not? You're going to throw a screen to X-Rob, and nothing against X-Rob. I like him. He breaks tackles. You need a guy who's a home run threat at some point to be in the ball game. Satania he's an elite home run threat, but still you can't even get him the ball that much. It's sad.
Exactly. But appreciate you guys and Boomers,
Hey,
happy for the win.
Daniel. Good to hear from you, man.
Daniel. Hey, J Cart 29, thank you so much for the super. Appreciate it. How would y'all feel about making the playoffs and losing a first round game As a Tennessee fan, it felt incredibly hollow after the year. Lots of similarities with Tennessee last year and OU this year. Elite D, Bad O.
Sign me up. Sign me up.
Sign me up. Hey, hook, line, and sinker. Make the playoffs and lose the first round. It's what I thought as far as a playoff win for BV. But I will say, offensively, I don't get it. Let's get to Sooner-thron.
How are you?
Good.
What's up?
Man, what are these people talking about, man? 9-2. I said we go 9-3. We're going to probably get a good shot at 10-2. Do they not remember last year of what a disaster everything was?
No, but I don't know if the offense is much better than last year.
It's slightly better. They have a better playmaker in Satania. And
He does. He always does that. This and this and this, but with this, he can go cheer for USC if he wants to watch offense. We are beating these teams that Riley would have got his ass kicked this year. He would have been horrible, and Brent Venables is going to be the SEC Coach of the Year. He is the SEC Coach of the Year this year because he's winning with a team that doesn't even have that good a defense. But also they are playing good because
good of defense.
Because Mateer was hurting us before. Yeah, he was making some plays, but he was making plays that were going to lose us the game. He doesn't do that anymore. He doesn't.
Hey, Sooner-thron. I'm confused. What is wrong with saying I'm super happy to be 9-2? I'm super happy to be in the playoffs. I want the offense to be better.
But everyone is always that's all they talk about. No, the defense was excellent. It was amazing.
Phenomenal.
It was amazing. The defense was amazing.
Those guys come on here and say, we need to look at the offense. We need to change our whole. We're not playing young guys. We have 3 freshmen on the offensive line. 3. You don't think that if Choice and the freaking Choctaw kid, whatever that kid's from, if they weren't better than Berkshire, they wouldn't be playing?
I don't know if they would
better right now.
I don't know.
Guys,
Zion Kearney, Elijah Thomas, and Choice, surely they could get a play or 2.
But obviously not. The big thing is these guys, maybe it's because they are just, don't you remember last year? Zion Reagan's played like 400 snaps and never did anything.
Yeah, I don't think he's the answer.
You have to remember Washington State is not playing SEC defense. And Arbuckle and Mateer are having to learn that way. They're playing defenses that are astronomically better than what they face.
Okay, so
I agree.
And the best thing about it is we do see that there is a possibility where he can, but he just can't be that mistake maker. And I think that's where they've told him to calm down. But you got to give all these guys another year, one more year. He's just first season.
I'm not saying fire Arbuckle. I'm saying some of the other stuff.
They're like, we just need to move on and all this.
It hasn't been. Hey, one of my issues with Arbuckle, and thanks for the call, Sooner-thron. I like the perspective of let's focus on the defense because the defense has been elite. The defense is elite. It's been elite. Missouri averages 35 points a game. They scored 6 points against this defense who played almost the entire. OU again gets like 56 plays versus whatever they had 70 something. Okay, the defense was phenomenal, but in the same breath, guys, Ben Arbuckle hasn't shown that he can adjust to the defenses. He hasn't tried to do a 2-back set. He hasn't tried to do other stuff.
Yeah. And thanks for the call, Sooner-thron. Appreciate it. Hey,
yeah, and he's right. OU's 9-2 with the best defense in the country. And it's not even close.
Hey, before we close off here, I want to talk about it for a second. OU's 9-2. They have a home game at 2:30 against LSU to make the freaking playoff. Like, let's think about that for a second. And this defense is full of dogs. You're not going to have Powers probably the first half, but once again, the D-line's going to play well. You're going to be in the game. You got to get some help from your offense. But, Jerm, even after the year, say OU beats LSU to make the playoff, it doesn't matter how far they go. Does anybody really think Brent Venables is just going to go through the offseason and think, we're good, we're not going to look at any ways we can improve?
No,
any job anybody has, no matter if you're at the top, you're close to the top, wherever you're at, you're going to try to find a way to have a better year the next year. And that's all we're talking about is how do they get better offensively?
Usually, Jay, 2 out of 3 gives you success. Offense, defense, special teams. OU has 2 out of the 3 locked in right now. They're locked in. And what BB said at the halftime about how resilient this team you continue to see it, the resiliency from this ball club and guys like Boganowski, man. Jay, how big was it? How big was it that RSJ came back? Because had he not been, now Power's likely missing the first half next week. That's big. You need him.
Here's the thing, too, offensively. You don't have. I'm not sitting there saying they need to go score 30 or 40 points. What I'm saying is they got the ball so many times that second half. All it would have taken was a couple of drives to even go get 40 yards. You don't even have to score.
Correct.
Go get 40 yards, get some first downs, eat some clock, punt the ball. But they were going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. That's what I was saying is unacceptable. That's all.
Did you notice how BV though kept punting on 4th and 2, and I wasn't.
Oh
hating
yeah,
it
you got to with that.
I wasn't
defense,
hating
dude.
it at all. Jay Carr, again, thanks for the super. And James Tibbs is right. We're winning as a team. I think your team would be better off with a road playoff game. Now, here's what I'll say about that. In a playoff game, I want to be home because OU fans will be phenomenal in a home playoff game. It's just regular season. Sometimes they're not. I thought the crowd was pretty good today. This is a great comment by John Mayberry. Defense looks like the 2001 defense when our offense with Nate Hibble was not good on offense. Couldn't get back to defend our national championship the year before.
Not a bad comparison offensively.
Not a bad comparison. Not a bad comparison. They won. They covered. Can't complain too much.
9-2, dude. 9-2. Let's go.
And they get 2 more turnovers today, Jay. They win the turnover battle by 2. Wade's right, though. Field position, OU owned it. OU owned it in the second half and still couldn't get points, Jay.
Jerm, I'm sorry. If you're an offense lined up on your own 10, you're not going 90 yards on this defense.
No. Unless you have a bust on defense, and they just don't, Jay.
They don't have very many busts this year, do they?
Jay, I tell you what.
Heineke played well. Heineke played well today.
Oh, he did. He did. Eli Bowen, Cortland Guillory. I don't know if Cortland Guillory had but 1 catch on him.
Yeah, he was good. Coverage was good, Jerm, all day.
The only way you're beating OU is over the middle of the field against a linebacker every now and then, and even then you're going to get hit. You're going to get hit. Peyton Bowen was great today.
Yeah.
This team fought. This team fights. They have great resiliency. You got to love it. And that is a direct reflection of the head ball coach and what this team does in practice and in the weight room too, Jay. It's both.
That's right, man. That's right. Hey, Jerm, 9:30 tonight, right? Have another one?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this game again before 9:30 because I want to just watch it again and see where are some things that OU could have done a lot better offensively. Like,
yeah,
I got to check that out. But you're right, Dalpost. Hard to kill. That's the mantra, and they do it again. 9-2, 1 win away from getting a home playoff game. Everybody, enjoy football the rest of the day. Be back here. Be back here at 9:30. It's the time and the place to be. Jay Cart and Blaze. Hey, thank you so much for the supers. Appreciate it very, very much. 9:30 tonight. We'll see you on here. Until then, Boomer.
Sooner.